Ladies and gentlemen,
the DJ of the future is
the brother with 1,800 turntables.
Check it out.
Reality reams and kicks in your nightmares. His bearing your worst fears. Feed on your burst tears. You grieve for your first years, for I appeared in your room where your parents resting, and deep in your gloom by keeping you guessing which shadow I was hiding in. Trying to find me with night lights. Insisting to your friends that I exist, they like right. Then you would dip into bed, pull your covers up, double up comforter, body crumpled up. Lay there with your eyes shut, wide awake, fighting tide. I was wired, I would just wait. See, I'm the type of thing that lives on many levels, further off from the notion of ghost monsters and devils. Certainly I'm worse than all the other things combined, cause I can speak into your mind and make you sick from deep inside if you just close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
You can find me in your sleep, and I am in your dreams as we sleep. You can't run, you can't hide, don't try.
You close your eyes.
You can find me in your sleep, and I am in your dreams as we sleep. You can't run, you can't hide, don't try it. See, I'm the frequency you hear when evil's creeping near. I bleed into your ears, from there I leak into your sphere. Don't bring a deacon here, priest or minister. Couldn't administer help, I'm undefeated like the store itself. I can make you do things, Ludax to Kodak. Pictures of torture victims in some sick positions. Lack remorse for recalls, believe loss when people are wasted. I kill on frequent occasions, you can't get rid of me, rudely or hospitably. Drilling your brain has an epiphany, I'll still reign. still claiming your soul. The worst demons couldn't burn me on a stake in the cold. I'm the fork in your road in your mind with a cloak all black. Breathing brimstone into your eyes until you fall back. Caesars in your REM state, dreaming of committing things that inmates would shake off at the thought of them, then wake and be performing them.
Close your eyes.
You can find me in your sleep, and I am in your dreams as we sleep. You can't run, you can't hide, don't try it.
You close your eyes.
You can find me in your sleep, and I am in your dreams as we sleep. You can't run, you can't hide, don't try it.
Younggun and Mr. Thing in the house. Yo, MK, man. It's a battle right now. And true, I'm a man of peace. But if I'm forced to fight, I will. Listen, yo, there's a war going on outside. No one is safe from across the nation. Every one of the population. Cause prejudice, stereotypes are propagating a misconception. Shit's depressing, it's proper hating. Young people in tracksuits, they call them hoodies, and tell you how they won't clap you for all your goodies. For real, there are a lot of bad youths, there always would be. But treat them like that, boom, there's double what there should be. Hatred, violence, black gun crime, the rates are rising. All in spite of Operation Trident. Black faces buying them, black faces fire them. Ain't it sad, cause you know the blacks ain't supplying them. It's self-destruction, greed, wealth, corruption. Same kind of factors that keep petrol pumping. God save the children, Lord protect the young ones. We put them in shoes, told them walk, but left them undone. With nobody to catch them when they fall. When they're old enough to stand, why we have to make them crawl. True, it's hard to find something that will captivate them all, but we let them down now when it's a battle for us all. Every night's like a fight and I'm tackling them all like a fullback, and I'm on the ball. I'm scrapping in the brawl and my back is to the wall, but I'm gonna keep pushing till the barriers will fall. That's the battle of Britain. Yeah, that's the battle of Britain. Yeah, that's the battle. That's the battle I'm living, just the battle. Yeah, that's the battle of Britain. Yeah, that's the battle. It's just the battle I'm living. I'm fighting a good fight by writing the good rhymes, and still they tell us hip-hop's just violence and hood crime. But all they know is pop rap rhymers, they would write. You seen what all these idiots are trying to look like? Fake fools wearing fake diamonds and book shine. I swear they put rims on the side of a push bike. But anyone who sits there just buying it hook, line and sinker, you can't be that much of a thinker, to say the least. But now it's time for me to say my piece. The culture's up in casualty, it's critical we save it, peeps. The fake's on top, the real's dying and it's fading, B. So basically it's blatantly a time of living dangerously. They see us as a joke and they ridicule the way we speak. Reason is, one weak link and then the chain is weak. One more shot in a club, another slain will be another place that me and you were not allowed to play next week. They're blaming you and blaming me. You hate it too, the same as me. Then come we show we're part of something that we're not ashamed to be. Slay the beast, emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. We didn't make the lock, but we can make the key, because we're sick of it, yep. But I'd be willing to bet that if we're living correct within a step, we're gonna get beyond the point the limit was set, forcing them to give us respect. We haven't hit it just yet, but that's the battle we're living. Said that's the battle we're living, yeah, that's the battle. Not just a battle in Britain, cause it's the battle. And that's the banner we're lifting, we gotta carry. I said we gotta carry tradition, and it's a battle. But that's the battle we're given, and it's a battle, yeah. Said it's a battle in Britain, it's a battle any position on the planet you're living. But I'ma fight for my life, I'll be down if I give it.
take it for granted. Men simply don't think. And it's about this that I want to talk with you. Let's take 100 men who start even at the age of 25. Do you have any idea what will happen to those men by the time they're 65? These 100 men who all start even at the age of 25 believe they're going to be successful. If you asked any one of these men if he wanted to be a success, he'd tell you that he did. And you'd notice that he was eager toward life, that there was a certain sparkle to his eye and erectness to his carriage, and life seemed like a pretty interesting adventure to him. But by the time they're 65, one will be rich. Four will be financially independent. Five will still be working. 54 will be broke. Now think a moment. Out of the 100, only 5 make the grade. Why do so many fail? What has happened to these sparkles that was there when they were 25? What's become of the dreams, the hopes, the plans? And why is there such a large disparity between what these men intended to do and what they actually accomplished? When we say about 5% achieve success, we have to define success. And here's the definition. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If a man is working toward a predetermined goal and knows where he's going, that man is a success. If he's not doing that, he's a failure. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice. It is conformity.
Requested by a minstrel that was sent from another land across the cobblestone streets with golden shoes.
Club with my spars. That's when I saw her, pure as a glass of spring water. And when she moved her lips, her voice would sing for her. I tried to ignore her, but I was mesmerized by the aura, gliding towards her to absorb her. Dive in the water of beauty and wisdom, affection, truly an instant connection. But she was moving in a different direction. She flashed past my eyes like a distant reflection. Now I was wondering if I'd see her again, and then I bumped into her in the street with my friends. Exchange of numbers, my phone was broken so I needed a pen. First date, can you meet me at 10? Second date, good to see you again. Third date, fourth date, and by now we were seeming to blend. But were we drinking up our time fast? And as I felt it fly past, I was thinking if we might last. Because love is like trying to drink with no glass. Cut the water in your hands, try and make it hold fast. But be careful, sometimes the harder you grasp, the quicker you lose your grip. Sip slow, make it last. Everybody's gotta follow their path, and sometimes those above us intermingle with ours. And when two streams combine without drifting apart, that's what we call liquid love, liquid love. It's been a while now, and every night I lie down and feel her sweet breath tickle in my eyebrow. And then the dead of night, we fit together like a hand and a glove. Now my heart's feeling feather light, cause it was never quite this deep before. I'm treading water out my depth and I can't see the shore. Got a job now, studio and tours galore. And she's not happy cause she says she doesn't see me no more. So I gave her this bracelet to remember me by. But every night she cries without telling me why. What you mean you've got issues, babe? I've got issues too. You talk to me, I'll talk to you, and we can work them through. Turn to me and I'ma turn to you, cause when you feel pain, I'm hurting too. Open up, I'll nurture you. But there's a limit to what words can do. And it was beautiful before, but now just look at what it's turned into. I guess the water ran out, and I choked through a dry throat when I found a one-word note on my pillow. Sorry, that's all she wrote, and she was gone. Damn, where'd it all go wrong? Because love is like trying to drink with no glass. Cut the water in your hands, try and make it hold fast. But be careful, sometimes the harder you grasp, the quicker you lose your grip. Sip slow, make it last. Everybody's gotta follow their path, and sometimes those above us intermingle with ours. And when two streams combine without drifting apart, that's what we call liquid love, liquid love.
Who let the rat out the cell? Got all the ingredients and recipe, might as well. Since last week, the bootlegger been in jail. If all else fail, inhale a L. Make it so they can't see a cell via snail mail. Mine like a sewer, silver rhyme on a skewer. Doom a step to a fine dime like he knew her. My black sister, she said step back before he kissed her. She did the dipper and the smack just missed her. They go a list of politics like Henry Kissinger. 99% of raps just a friendly listener. I'm like, these dudes must have some screws loose to hate y'all. Or a couple of ounces short of deuce, an 8-ball. Y'all know it's time for the end when the day come. Buy an album, get rudely insulted over fake drums. Same CDs you get for free, you break them, malake them, make them eat their food like steak them. Why she wanna ask me if I could pass the paprika? One hand on the mic, the other on the beaker. Every week or so, peek out the lab door, Eureka. The technique to keep something unique in your speaker. Theo information. I didn't do the beat, y'all. It ain't my fault if she didn't move her feet at all. Skeeter, rob Peter to pay Paul so he could trick it on Mary so she could play ball. She better have my Skrilla and cut it out with all that funny hand job, will ya? All this trouble for a tall glass of OE. Drink it all fast and make your whole ass slowly. Remind me to remember what you told me. Holy moly, did you get a load of her roly-poly? Yo, G, remind me to remember what you told me. Whoever don't feel them, feel balls like a goalie. 1 for the money, 2 for the better green, 3 for methylene, dioxymethamphetamine. So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a travesty having me. Then he told the people you could call me your majesty. Keep your battery charged, he know it won't stick, yo. And it's not his fault you kick slow. Should've let your trick hold your sick glow. Plus nobody couldn't do nothing once he let the brick go. And you know I know that's a bunch of snow. The beat is so butter. Peep the slow cutter as he utter the calm flow. Don't talk about my moms, yo. Sometimes he rhyme quick, sometimes he rhyme slow, or vice versa. Whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try. Villain, the worst guy. Spot hot tracks like spot a pair of fat asses. Shots of the scotch from out the square shot glasses. And he won't stop till he got the masses. And show them what they know not through flows of hot molasses. Do it like the robot to headspin to boogaloo. Took a few minutes to convince the average boogaboo. It's ugly, like look at you, it's a damn shame. Just remember all caps when you spell the man name.
because something is still missing. He paints a fourth and a fifth until he paints a picture of the artist painting 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 a landscape. So infinite regression then is. It is the moment when our artist has regressed to the point of infinity and himself becomes part of the landscape he painted and is both the observer and the observed. Well, now in that peculiar condition, what would he be observing if he were observing, let's say, time? He would perceive, Mr. Bonds, that time is like a freeway with an infinite number of lanes.
or should I say caliber? It's just some hype that the company's selling you. Cause they'll take a dud talking crud and they'll push him. But in the next year, someone new will just squish him. Cause when you sell out to appeal to the masses, you have to go back and enroll in some classes. So cash in your check, cause it's the last one you get. The tables have turned and now you ain't in effect. So jet to the rear and you better just follow. Cause what's here today may be gone tomorrow. You whack MCs. See you later. You whack MCs. See you later. Here and gone in a flash. Some make cash while other suckers go broke real fast. Some never make any money, but still they act funny. Like they're thinking they're running.
The rest is empty with no brain, but the clever nerd, the best MC with no chain you ever heard. Take it from the Tech 9 holder. They bit, don't know they neck shine from Shinola. Everything that glitter ain't fish scale. Let me think, don't let her faint, get Ishmael. A shot of Jack got her back, it's not an act stack. Forgot about the cackalack, holler back, clack, clack, blocker. Villainy, feel him in your heart, chakra, chart topper. Start shit stopper, be a smart shopper. Shot a cop day around the way, bout the stable. Who to know is too molded, wonder where the shooter go. Bout to jet, get him, not a bet, dead him. Let him spit the venom, said him got a lot of shit with him. Let the rhythm hit him. Stronger in the other voice, we makes the joints that make them spread them butter moist, man, please. The stage made of panties, from the age of baby hoochies on to the grannies. Ban me the dough rake, daddy, the flow make her fatty shake. Patty cake for fake. If he wasn't need a baker's man, he'd take her for her masters. Hit it once and shake her hand. Want some old thank you, ma'am, and ghost her. She can mind the toaster if she signed the poster. A whole host of roller coaster riders, not enough tracks. Hot enough black, it's too hot to handle. You got blue sandals, who shot you, who got you? New spots to vandal. Do not stand still, boast your skills close, but no krills. Toast for polils, post no bills. Coast to coast, Joe Smoes flows ill. Go chill, not supposed to overdose, no dose pills. Off pride tykes, talk wide, do scar me. Off sides, like how walk ride with Starfleet. Told ya, on some get rich shit. As he gets older, he gets colder than a witch tit. This is it, make no mistakes. Where my nigga go? Figaro. Old beats in my rhymes attack. A scary act, all black like Miss Mary Mack. Wait till you see him live on the piano. Doom sings soprano like una dos piano. My mama told me, blast him, pass for her glass of OE. Not to be troublesome, but I could sure use a quick shot of double rum. No stick of bubble gum. I like ice cream, we could skip the wedding. Have a nice dream, she only let him stick her head in.
butt burning. Dudes ain't learning. They smashing the brain cells, stuck in them same cells. Where did I put my soots in my brain? My tail came and stuck off, foot in my brain. Can't take the pressure out. Burst on my breaker like Yowza Gesundheit. Euro trashing it, smashing up the ballroom, pissing on the courtroom. Witch doctor with the herbal remedy. Cryptic assimile, more cheese, more sleaze. Deep blue gonad, one hell of a squeeze. So what's that when? Twickenham's on the map when crews may flap about, talking about the dapper out. They don't know about the bout that's about to tap that vernacular, venomous lushness. We stay disgusted, nothing to discuss with a barrel of puking. Alcohol vapor, cakes on my caper, Barry at the baker. 2 fish patty and a cocoa bread. I'm wicked in my head, I paint my scud red. Well, when am I what when? Flicking the snot when? Lord, Lord, I know I've done it wrong. Lord, Lord, I'm finding it hard to be strong. Lord, Lord, will you help me keep on going on? Lord, Lord, help me remember where I'm from. Watch your volume, bloody loud now, big pride in the place, cause we proud now, making the proud noise. Tis my joy, ship ahoy, the cap thing, attracting the bling that's bling from the soul and bling from the heart. So smart in a souped up gold card, all over the track. Cognac, yak in the jaw, back on the floor, back on the tour then. Horse is horse then, lords is lords and I pay my dues, pay my tax. How can I relax, credit card to the max? Once I must get money to feed my seed. Just proceed. We'll private dance, I'm skanking for money. Ever skanking, thankful for money. Once you call me, you know my story. Lord, Lord, when I know I've done it wrong. Love ain't always Lord, Lord, sunshine turns to hard to be strong. Prettiest days to saw. Lord, Lord, when the season change, I'm going on. It don't smell like love, Lord, Lord, sunshine turns to rain. Prettiest days to saw. When the season change, love ain't always
dream of a land my soul is from. I hear a hand stroke on the drum. Shades of delight, cocoa hue. Rich as the night, Afro blue. Elegant boy, beautiful girl. Dancing for joy, elegant world.
Hit the studio. Crush, kill, mutilate, spill, blood, thud. The limb body is a dud. Blood scarlet, protoplasmic cells flow slow with no halo. Dragging the hell, stay low key, praise. Elohims, melodies to play. Cello strings, LOG. I see radio scooter, MIC. When I speak to you, then I cease when I leave. Through the exit, the question is cannot be smoother. Choose your maneuver to Buddha. Be beautiful sooner. First, get in tune with the unit. Versatility, add activity, eating captivity, energy through seafood. God be the prelude to what we do, kid. My blueprint makes you wear tuxedos, tagging and ragging and bagging and zigzagging and backing you diagonal, plus above below. Trust me though, you're fucking with the Lux Regal. What Beagle can clutch the untouched eagle. See you at the summit, you plummet more. While I soar through the unexplored towards where the sun gets warm. Paranorm, I perform through a storm. The radioactive uniform leaves you to form. Unified man, woman, and little guy. Visualize, I can design rhymes to symbolize rhymes that intertwine with timelines for 99 lifetimes, then unwind to find the minds of mankind and shine divine stimuli. Simulate the template of the best made verse, then you wait to emulate words. Don't denigrate the trade, we gave birth to unification. The races that first was clashing, oppression in murderous fashion. Breed new plants, virtuous craftsmen. The seed is in the soul, you see him from the air. You glance, you glance at a verbal assassin.
I sit alone, think through a megaphone. Ideas transmit, land split, sand shift, continental drift by lift. That's MR to the LI. Lead the left off or rip your chest off. Searching for the center of your frame, just coffee. Got no blood, your arteries left soft. Hard off the presses, yes, it's the East Beast who blesses. Fights and stresses, various points. Infrastructure collapse, you lapse, fell within the closet to trap. First, worst, chemically reacts to traps. All your personal facts till you backtrack. Like you just a young illiterate who gets scoffed and laughed at. So primitive, derivative of a figurative phrase from back in the days. I used to belittle these invalids, mental midgets with 10 digits. Opposable thumb don't mean you can get dumb. Officially, it's only my mind that limits me. And lately, I've been having visions of infinity on the horizon. I'm horizon which entails me surviving with me. So violent to murderers were left silent. Those who spoke choked on hope through up to
was raised like a Muslim, praying to the east. Nature of my life relates rhymes I release like a cannon. Cause I've been planning to be ramming what I wrote straight on a plate down your throat. So digest as I suggest, we take a good look at who's who while I'm reading from my good book. And let's dig into every nook and every cranny. Set your mind free as I slam these thoughts. And just like a Jenny goes bow, you're gonna see what I'm saying now. You can't be sleeping, cause things are getting crazy. You better stop being lazy. There's many people fronting and many brothers dropping, all because of dumb things. Let me tell you something, I've been through so much that I'm such a maniac, but I still act out of faith that we can get the shit together, so I break. Are fools with no rhyme skills messing up the flow, and people with no sense who be moving much too slow. And so, you will know the meaning of the gangsta. Guuurl with the mic and Premier raise the anchor swiftly as we embark on a journey. I had to get an attorney. I needed someone to defend my position. Decisions I made, cause now it's time to get paid. And ladies, these rhymes are like the keys to a dope car. Maybe a Lexus or a Jaguar. Still, all of that is just material. So won't you dig the scenario? And just imagine, if each one is teaching one, we'll come together so that we become a strong force. Then we can stay on course. Find your direction through introspection. And for my people out there, I got a question. Can we be the sole controllers of our fate? Now who's gonna take the weight? You can't handle the whole weight. You can't handle the whole weight.
I have gained the ultimate knowledge.